Charles Jones, also known as Chuck Jones, was an icon of Golden Age Warner Bros. Animation. He had a knack for timing and gave a grandiose cinematic innovation to his cartoon shorts. The only theatrical feature film that Jones directed was a fancy adventure called The Phantom Tollbooth. It was a creative collaboration with fellow Warner Bros. Artists Abe Levitow and Dave Monahan, the latter of which directed the film's opening and ending live-action sequences. Now, what is it about? Well, Milo is a very bored little boy without a care in the world. That is until a mysterious Tollbooth turns him into a cartoon and takes him to a fantasy world. In this world, sense has faded as two kings are wrapped up in sibling disagreement over the use of words and numbers. This is an excellent film. It's sort of like Sesame Street meets Alice in Wonderland. It never grows dull or boring because the plotting drags our character bouncing around the magical universe which we get to explore before being presented with the main conflict. The main conflict of the story is engaging because of how easy it is to be wrapped up in the fantasy universe. Every set piece presented is unique and unexpected. Sane characters turn out to be bonkers, harmless characters turn out to be dangerous. There's a surprise in every scene, and the landscapes of the world are amazing. The Phantom Tollbooth is a celebration of intelligence and intellect, while also being an attack against idleness and ignorance. The visuals rely on psychedelic abstractions with numbers and letters as tools of conveying certain ideas, plot elements, or messages. Not only is the film hyper-imaginative and excitingly unpredictable, but it also has strong dialogue to reflect its consistent theme of language. Milo himself is an ordinary boy. He's not a complex character, and that works. He's meant to represent an average child that can be used as a convenient tool to explore the Tollbooth's world. A particular example of his realism as a character is the way he behaves in the opening live-action scene when he's on the phone. It's the way he fidgets actively during the phone call. It conveys a sense of believability. You can tell that the director is wanting Milo to come across as a real boy and not a synthetically bland cutout of how a boy his age acts. Milo does develop as a character throughout the film, and by the end of the movie he starts to make good use of his time rather than being bored, which of course is thanks to his experience in the Tollbooth's world. The film does take the time to teach about the taking advantage of time and focuses on delivering messages on the faults and consequences of lazy behaviour. However, Milo isn't exactly stupid. He's a clever little boy full of curiosity and a wide knowledge of basic academics, so he doesn't really need to learn to appreciate education like the Tollbooth's world tries to make him do. That aside, the Phantom Tollbooth is a phenomenal piece of eye candy. It provides some extraordinary visuals and stunningly fluid animation that distinctly resembles Chuck Jones' trademark style. As for the acting, Butch Patrick is he's okay playing Milo, but his delivery sounds too aggressive at times. Plus, Patrick isn't exactly a good singer if you ask me. Supporting voice actors include the legendary Mel Blanc and June Foray, two icons of vocal performance that give their usual brilliant talent to the characters that they play. The film's original score is funky and jazzy. It's laced with a eccentrically upbeat rhythm, while also managing to fit tones of certain scenes. The original songs, while not memorable, are acceptably decent. The film's theme, Milo's Song, is a relaxing little tune that's played at the beginning and the end. It's perhaps the most catchy of the songs that's made for the film. To conclude, The Phantom Tollbooth is an impressive work of fantasy that's brimming with articulation and a wide sense of wonder. The visuals are unforgettable and wonderfully experimental. This is a Tollbooth worth driving through, my friends.